Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the latest edition of the Mayor's Corner. Sarah and I are back on location this week. We've been dying to get out of the office, so we're on location this week. We're at the Beach Plum Flower Shop at the Tannery, and it smells amazing in here. So if you haven't been down here, please come on down here and check them out. It is an absolutely beautiful shop. But we're here today because we're going to talk about Forever Green. So we're not going to get to that quite yet, but I got some special guests that's going to talk about Forever Green and what's that mean going around in the city the next couple weeks. But I wanted to give you a couple quick updates about things going on in the city first. First, I actually do have a dredge update. So the extension that the contractor was looking for was granted. It should be finalized today, and they've actually already identified a subcontractor. It's going to be Norfolk Dredging out of Virginia. They're going to bring in a 400-foot dredge, and to put that in perspective, the dredge that was just here was only a 200-foot dredge, so they're actually going to be even a double the size dredge coming in, and they're going to have a bigger pipe, and they're actually going to need a lot fewer days to get this dredge done. So it looks like we're trending in the right direction. We actually have another option too for some additional sand that we're going to look at too that the city might be involved in. So I just want to give an update to the residents of Plum Island that it looks like the dredge is back on and we are moving in the right direction. Just a couple other quick things. Short-term rentals is back at City Council. That'll be back in committee in the Planning and Development Committee. So just keep an eye out for that. The Ward 1 Councilor, Sharif Zeed, has submitted another regulation or zoning requirement around short-term rentals. So hopefully this time we can work with City Council and get the required votes needed. But I think we're definitely headed in the right direction there as well. Budget season has begun. I don't know if you're paying attention quite yet, but the schools have already jumped into their process. They went through their aspirational budgets on Monday night. We heard from each of the schools and each of the building principals and what their asks were for this year. And I can tell you at the city level that we've already started having conversations with the department heads. So department heads now has all submitted their paperwork for their budgets for the year, and now I'll meet with those individual departments as we formulate the budget for this year. So stay tuned for all that fun budget stuff. As Joe DiBiase would say, it's the best time of the year. We have set a date for our boards and commissions open house. I know I talked about this a lot last year. We never got around to setting a date, but we have set a date this year, so it's going to be May 4th. May the 4th be with you. It's going to be at City Hall upstairs. And so this open house is what we talked about. It's going to be a great way for people to come and learn about all the different boards and commissions here in town. So each board and commission will have a table set up upstairs at City Hall, and they'll have a couple representatives there. And it's just a great time to come in, ask questions, and see if there's places that you are interested in and that you might want to volunteer for. So we're looking forward to that. And finally, before we get to the Chamber and Forever Green, I want to say Newburyport girls basketball had a huge win last night over Wayland. They move on. They're in the final 8, and they play Medfield on Friday. Medfield's a really good team this year, 2nd seed. And then the boys hockey actually play tonight, so I know you're going to see this tomorrow, but I wish them good luck. They're going down to the South Shore to play Canton. Canton's kind of been their nemesis over the years. We beat Canton for the state title a few years back, and then we played them the next year and lost. But they're always a good matchup for Newburyport, so they made it the final 8 of Division II as well, and they play Canton, so I wish them a lot of luck. Hopefully they can move on. But both those teams made the final 8 for their state tournaments, which is great. All right, I just wanted to say a quick thing. So I mentioned the Chamber, right? So this Forever Green campaign is a kind of a partnership between the Chamber and the city. They also have Restaurant Week coming up. That's March 12th to the 26th. 15 different restaurants, mainly in Newburyport here, are participating. So if you want some more information on that, it's starting on March 12th. Go to the Chamber website. You can learn all about Restaurant Week. But it's a great time to get out and check out the different restaurants here in Newburyport. But let's go around the corner here because we're going to learn a little bit about the campaign Forever Green that the Chamber puts on with the city. Hey, all right, we have some special guests, all right? So we have Molly Ettenborough, who works for me. She is our department head for the Sustainability, Energy, and Recycling Department. She does a wonderful job. And then we have Megan Chiango, who is also here with us. Did I say that right?
You did.
I did. All right. So we're good. So they're here to tell us a little bit about Forever Green. So I guess Molly, tell us a little bit. What's this all about?
As you mentioned, this is a collaboration between the Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the City of Newburyport. It spans many years. We've been working doing this, and we showcase different events throughout kind of the Earth Month and March and the spring to highlight all the activities that environmental groups and agencies and nonprofits and different people are doing in Newburyport. It's a great time.
That's great. So this goes for almost the whole month, right? Starting like mid-March, and it leads us right up to Earth Day, right?
Right, exactly, to the end of April.
Which is
Yeah.
April 22nd. We
Yeah.
all know Earth Day is April 22nd, right?
Right,
Okay.
right.
So I know this is actually being sponsored by a couple different companies as well. Why don't you tell us who our sponsors are?
Yeah, so we have two sponsors. Our sponsors are Folk Solar, a local solar provider, and Energy Source, who provides energy efficiency services to businesses. And they're working very hard in Newburyport right now to help businesses out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Energy Source actually just spoke at our EDAC meeting the other day, and they had a lot of great information about even just encouraging businesses to take advantage of their services and
Yeah.
kind of looking at what they're doing. In each
And
of
they're
the
working
businesses.
really hard with restaurants right now, too,
Yep.
so it's really great.
No, it's great. Okay, so tell me a little bit about Windows of Change. I know that's a big part
Yeah,
of
so
it as
one of
well.
our events is Windows for Change, and Megan is spearheading that event, so you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure, I'd love to. So I'm very excited about this project. The Windows for Change project is a collaboration between local businesses and also other institutions in our community that are working with kids who are all collectively interested in supporting sustainable initiatives. And it's a great testimony to Newburyport as a whole that this collaboration came together so seamlessly, because not every town would have been able to pull this off. It's really an amazing collaboration. It's going to be a walking tour of 24 windows displays through downtown Newburyport. There'll be a map provided. And I really hope you all can come out and take a walk and see it. It's going to be amazing.
I always love these types of things because, like, I think around Christmas time, everyone dresses up their windows, and it's such a, we have the invitation nights, and it's great to walk around and see it. But this is like such a great thing in the spring to get people to visit different businesses and see the different displays that they put on, and the collaboration that took place with kids and everything else. I think that's great.
Well, there are 24 different groups of organizations. We have the Cub Scouts. I'm just going to name a few. I can't
Sure.
name them all.
Right.
But we have the Unitarian Church has a group putting together a display. We have Acting Out. We have various different youth groups in our community, and they're all working really hard to put up these pieces. And I have to tell you, they're all really amazing as well.
Oh, that's great.
So.
Well, we have a lot of talented people in this community too, so it's great to showcase that as well. So maybe just tell me a little bit about some other scheduled events that are going to take place.
So Forever Green kicks off on March 12th, and the first thing will be the windows on display, and that starts April 1st, correct?
April 1st.
Yeah, they'll be installed.
They will be installed on April 1st and
Okay.
up until the 22nd.
Excellent, excellent. Then after that, we have a climate cafe at the Parker River Wildlife Refuge. We have a clean sweep on April 8th. That's a city initiative where all the parks get cleaned up. We love having volunteers, so people who are interested in cleanups, beach cleanups, or whatever, parks cleanups, please come on down to Cashman Park. We have A Story of Plastic at the screening room. That's a new film. If you are familiar with The Story of Stuff, it's another movie from that same organization. It's very interesting. And we have the mayor. You're going to be giving a proclamation April 21st for
Absolutely.
Earth Day. And we have the Earthport Film Festival coming back after a couple years off. So those are just some of the events, but there's lots of great things that are going to be happening, and spring will be in the air.
All right. Well, thank you, Molly. Thank you, Megan. So again, this is going to be lots of things going on for the next month. I would say if you're looking for more information, go to the Newburyport Chamber website.
Yep, go to the Newburyport Chamber website and look for Forever Green.
And we'll also get some stuff up on the city website as well. We'll do a little blurb for our story, but then we'll also have links so you can get more information, okay?
And if businesses want to add items to the agenda, to the calendar, they're certainly welcome to do that.
All right, so there's still time out there if you want to get involved. And that's our Mayor's Corners this week. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Remember, we got Restaurant Week coming up. We have Forever Green. Lots going on in the city. Get out there, enjoy it. And I'll see you next time on the Mayor's Corner.